Until now, Ross Lovegrove's only full-size loudspeaker design for KEF was the Muon, a $225,000 aluminum sculpture that KEF limited to just 100 pairs. Everything else that he's designed for KEF since then has been portable speakers, earbuds, and headphones. Well, the new LS LUXE is the first time KEF has brought his sculptural design language into a complete wireless stereo system built to replace a traditional hi-fi setup, and that's what makes it a lot more interesting than just another model that's slotted between the LS50 Wireless 2 and the LS60 Wireless. Now, KEF has sent us all three finishes ahead of the official launch: Eclipse Black, Dusk Titanium, and Mineral White, and I've had the chance to see and hear them in person along with the rest of our team here at Audio Advice, and use them on KEF's matching S LUXE stands, and we also moved them through a few different listening spaces. I have to say, the technology here is clearly impressive from KEF. What matters more, though, is whether all of it, the industrial design, the acoustic engineering, and the wireless convenience, actually comes together in a system that feels worth about $4,000 per pair right at the launch. Now let's start with the design of these speakers. Lovegrove's work tends to use a lot more smooth and organic shapes that feel more sculptural than really mechanical, and the LS LUXE carries that into a speaker that can sit on a console or a cabinet without looking like a traditional rectangular box in your room. The cabinet has a really smooth, rounded shape with almost no hard edges to it, which isn't purely an aesthetic decision. Sharp cabinet edges actually can create diffraction, sound leaving the driver interacting with the edges of the enclosure, and the rounded shape does help it disperse that a little bit more cleanly into your room. KEF also uses an especially durable cabinet material here, which also helps hold this complex shape while staying rigid and controlled, with enough internal volume to properly house the larger Uni-Q driver without adding its own vibration or resonance. Now, before we move on, I do want to mention the S LUXE stands that I mentioned before. At $800 a pair at launch, they're not cheap, and they only come in slate gray regardless of which speaker finish you pick, so they won't exactly be color matched, but we found they looked really good with the black ones. But the materials and the build quality are a real step up from what you typically get bundled with a speaker. You get great aluminum construction, a pillar that you can fill with inert material for extra stability, and built-in cable management to keep things really clean. And when you attach the speakers to the stands, they also place the Uni-Q driver at a much better listening height, which matters a lot for your imaging and your tonal balance. Now, you don't have to use them. The LS LUXE works perfectly fine on a sturdy console or cabinet too. Now, placement still matters here as well, and we also have a dedicated video on that below, so once you are unboxing these and getting them set up, be sure you get them in the right place if you really want them to shine. Now, at the center of the LS LUXE is a 6.5-inch 12th generation Uni-Q driver array, and KEF has been refining the Uni-Q since the 1980s, and the goal has always stayed the same: put the tweeter in the acoustic center of the larger cone so every frequency range originates from the same point in space instead of arriving from separate spots on the cabinet like a traditional speaker does. Now, that creates a lot more consistent dispersion across a wider listening area, which matters a lot for something like the LS LUXE that we will probably see often used in shared living spaces and living rooms and media rooms where people are sitting in a bunch of different seats. Now, that 6.5-inch size is also bigger than what's in the LS50 Wireless 2, and it's a big part of why the LS LUXE can produce a lot more scale and a lot stronger bass and more output without immediately needing to add a separate subwoofer right away. Now, behind that tweeter is the Metamaterial Absorption Technology, or MAT, a maze-like structure that absorbs the unwanted sound energy coming off the back of the tweeter before it can reflect through the diaphragm and color what you're actually hearing. MAT absorbs actually 99% of that energy. It's technology that has appeared throughout the KEF's higher-end lineup, including the Blade and the Reference, though that doesn't mean that the LS LUXE is running an identical driver pulled from one of those speakers. The connection is actually more about the engineering philosophy. All three use the same point source approach and MAT technology adapted for each specific speaker's driver, their cabinet, and actually their amplification too. Now, if you really want to give these a go like I did when you first plug them in, you gotta try out Royksop's If You Want Me. It really shines on the vocals here, and it showed off what the Uni-Q and that MAT combination that I was just talking about can really do right away. The synth layers spread well beyond the cabinets and filled our entire space between the speakers. And while the voice in this stayed planted directly in the middle with a ton of texture, and it sounded phenomenal. Nothing really felt smeared together, and the center image really held up well even when I actually moved off the ideal ideal listening spot and moved over to the left or right or even a little bit behind. Now that's the difference between a soundstage that's simply just wide and one that's actually organized. Plenty of speakers can create a really impressive sense of width, but keeping individual voices and instruments clearly defined within that space is a lot harder of a job, and I found that the LS LUXE did a phenomenal job at doing that. Now KEF pairs that driver with a velocity control technology, or what they call VECO, a sensor and feedback system that monitors the driver's motion in real time, and then it corrects for distortion and compression if it starts drifting away from the signal. Now this VECO first showed up in KEF's Zeo soundbar, which we've reviewed in depth, and we were really impressed with what they were able to do with it. And the LS LUXE brings that same feedback concept into the LS wireless line on a much larger driver. Now I'll link that full Zeo link down below if you want to watch a review if you're looking for a soundbar. Now the LS LUXE also runs KEF's Music Integrity Engine, or MIE, which isn't a physical component, but it's a collection of digital signal processing algorithms tuned specifically for this speaker, letting the driver, the amplifiers, the cabinet, and the processing work all together as one system. One of the real advantages of an active speaker where KEF controls the entire signal path instead of just guessing at what amp or source you're going to end up connecting it to. And on top of that, current drive amplification gives KEF a lot more direct control over the Uni-Q driver's motion instead of just sending it voltage and hoping the mechanics can just keep up with it. The payoff is pretty simple here for all of this. The sound stays really clean and controlled, and as you decide to push that volume up right where the smaller active speakers usually start sounding strained or compressed, these ones hold together really well. And there's plenty of power on board here too. Each speaker runs 280 watts of Class D amplification on the low end, and then 100 watts of Class AB on the high end, for a total of 380 watts per speaker, with a max output rating of 110 decibels. Now I'm not telling you to listen to them at 110 decibels, but it tells you that this isn't just a small desktop speaker that is only capable of handling background music. It can really push some sound out there. Now KEF rates the frequency range at 35 Hz to 47 kHz, though that is the wider measurement. The tighter spec, where the response is truly flat, is closer to 42 Hz to 28 kHz, plus or minus 3 dB. Either way, that's real extension for a cabinet that's just over 13 inches tall, though a spec alone doesn't really tell you how much usable output it holds in a real room. You really gotta listen to them for yourself. Now Daft Punk's Give Life Back to Music was a really good way to test these with that. The growling bass line is what tells you whether a smaller speaker can stay composed. And through the LS LUXE, it had real weight and impact that stayed really tight, and it stayed really controlled even as I pushed the volume up. There was no blow and no really losing its shape. But what impressed me a little bit more than just the amount of bass with these was how the whole presentation actually held together. The low end stayed controlled, the vocals stayed clean, and the soundstage didn't collapse towards the cabinets as the volume started to increase. That's the bigger Uni-Q driver, it's the VECO, the MIE, and the current drive amp all showing up in the room exactly the way that KEF says they should on paper. The LS LUXE also just sounds bigger and a lot more authoritative than the LS50 Wireless 2, with a lot more weight down low and more ease as the volume rises. Now, I'd still say the LS60 has a bit of an edge in overall scale and low-end foundation, since it is a larger floor standing system and it does have dedicated bass drivers. But I have to say the LS LUXE gets surprisingly close to that same effortlessness that's in it for something a lot more compact. Now that said, you still have to be realistic about what this compact of an enclosure can really do in a larger room. The LS LUXE provides really solid bass on its own, and plenty of people will probably be happy running the pair without anything else. But it's not going to replace a properly integrated subwoofer if you do really want true deep bass extension for when you're watching movies or listening to electronic music or just large-scale orchestral recordings. Now, KEF has made that integration super easy by putting a dedicated subwoofer output on both the primary and the secondary speaker instead of just the primary speaker, which is pretty cool and gives you more flexibility positioning a sub and makes a dual subwoofer setup a lot easier to wire up. Now, it's also compatible with KEF's KW1 wireless subwoofer adapter if you'd rather just skip running a cable altogether. Now, on the connectivity side, the LS LUXE does run on KEF's W2 wireless platform and can be your music system, your TV system, or just both systems. Source and inner speaker connections are both wireless by default, and a standard inner speaker cable actually ships right in the box if you'd rather wire the speakers together directly. Now, the wireless option here does cap the the inner speaker connection at 24-bit 96 kilohertz, while going wired bumps up to 24-bit 192 kilohertz. HDMI eARC handles the TV audio and lets your TV remote control the volume. You also get optical, coaxial, and a 3.5mm analog input. And it's worth noting that the analog input isn't a phono stage, so you can't run a traditional turntable into it directly unless it has a built-in phono preamp or you add an external one. Now beyond all that, AirPlay 2 and Google Cast for multi-room. There's also Bluetooth 5.3 and native Connect apps for Spotify, Tidal, and Qobuz for full fidelity straight from those services, with room-ready support on the way too. Streaming supports all the major ones like Spotify, Tidal, Qobuz, Amazon Music, Deezer, and Internet Radio. And the system also does handle high-resolution playback up to 384 kilohertz at 24-bit. Now, like I said, everything runs right through that KEF Connect app, the setup, the input selection, streaming, and the room EQ. Now, when you use it in the normal mode when you're setting it up, you can tell it just how far the speaker sits from the wall and whether your room runs lively or maybe a bit more damped, and it'll adjust the sound accordingly. There are even subwoofer-specific presets built in if you add one. Now, when you go to the expert mode, which I would recommend, you can go a little bit further here, letting you manually dial in the bass and the treble compensation yourself. Now, a physical remote also comes in the box too, so if you don't want to use the app, you can use the remote as well. Now, right at launch, these are coming in at $3,999, which is right between the LS50 Wireless 2 and the LS60. But these don't feel like KEF just enlarged an LS50 Wireless 2 and put it in a pricier cabinet. The bigger Uni-Q array, the VECO, the current drive amplification, this amazing sculpted enclosure, and the Lovegrove design give it really its own identity here. Now, again, it's not going to replace the LS60 for someone chasing a floor-standing speaker's deeper foundation. And for an LS50 Wireless 2 in a smaller room, it probably is a bit of a better value here. But the LS LUXE, I think, really does fill a real gap here. There's more presence and more authority than KEF's smaller wireless system, and it's built for a lot more modern living spaces. Now, if you want to see these KEF LS LUXEs for yourself, you can go to Audio Advice Live this August. I'll leave links down below. You can get your tickets now, or you could stop by one of our award-winning showrooms, listen to them to yourself, and talk to any of our experts to help you get your system set up. Now, if you're ready to get yours, you can be among the very first to get them from audioadvice.com. And if you have any other questions while you're there, chat with our experts on our website. I'll leave links to all of it down below, to every color and the spit stands and all the other KEF options as well. Now, if you like this video, please let me know down in the comments. Also, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest product launches and all of our other content coming up soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.